It's interesting how God was telling people the same thing in the very beginning about how the tree of life is love, and put the principles into action and get the fruit. Science says put the laws in action and measure the results. But it's interesting that God is asking people to learn as much as they can about their own natural environment before they ask what happens up in the heavens and being able to figure that out. First, get the science right here as much as you can, because he says, how can you figure out anything above if you don't even understand where you're at? How are you going to understand anything higher? You've got all kinds of stuff you can learn from right where you're at. It's interesting because my father, being able to discover so much about the mind and body, the life and death processes of the cells, and cellular physiology is the basis of all physiology, right? And it's because of the science we've been studying our whole lives. My father came from a family of scripture readers, so we read and study the scriptures. And we've developed a lot of new science with the understanding of what shuts the cells off. It's the cause of all of our problems. And the understanding of what turns the cells back on is the secrets to the solutions. And we've continued to learn about it. When my father first published the formulas summarized, showing how it was introducing people to the tree of life and tree of death scientifically, he knew basically what he was looking at, but we were just getting started. We've been learning about it non-stop ever since. And now as I speak about it, I've been very humbled. It's not easy being right in the middle of all this and speaking about this. I pray for the miracle that this will be what it's supposed to be. And I know time is short, so I just have to give the best I can right now, and I'm committed to moving forward with improving things, adding value, and empowering peoples all over the world. I've been blessed and cursed to foresee much of the blessings as well as the disruption this program will cause. Bittersweet. And I am completely humbled because advanced empowerment is also advanced disruptive truth that will shake the abuse out of every system. Like any new advanced disruptive technology, inferior technologies are done away. Remember why truth comes as a sword. Most people are walking around with split personalities as it is because of how we develop. Most people have a form of DID, dissociative identity disorder, also known as multiple personality disorder or split personality. Most people have a level of DID without knowing it. We don't know what we don't know. This program may take some time to integrate for some people who are only used to thinking two-dimensionally. Sometimes we have the answers fall in our lap after we've already taken the leap of faith. Some of you listening may be nodding your head because you're already the cream of the crop and you're able to recognize it right away. Some of you have already been thinking more and more like this because of the trials you've already been through and because of the healthy choices you've made in the face of terror. Some I know because we've shared little bits and pieces of this already. I pray this reaches the masses in a huge positive way. So right now, I'm taking yet another leap of faith, hoping and praying for the most positive results possible, knowing that not everyone will give me a warm welcome. Remember, we're all meant to be scientists. The laws of empowerment will eventually, forever change the way people look at our ancient past. We know there has been a tree of life and tree of death. We now know more about them than we've ever known before. And once basic paradigms are shifted, there is no going back. not without mass disintegration, destruction. The Bible has many places where it teaches us to study nature and science. Earth, wind, fire, and water were used as the examples Ezra is shown to help him understand the many life cycles within the cycle of this realm. And when some people see the Rosicrucian and other writings speaking of the four elements of earth, wind, fire, and water, they think it's paganism. Interesting, though, the word pagan is not in the Bible. The term paganism was first used in Southern Europe by the Christian communities to describe any other religion that wasn't their own. There's no evidence of anyone self-identifying as a pagan prior to the 21st century. Like the term goober, the word pagan was originally invented by haters. So I predict the term pagan will likely be reevaluated and discarded based on its origin, just as the word goober was. And we're not here to advocate paganism or any single ism. We're here to help people integrate truth everywhere we can find it. And we've found there is plenty of love to go around. A quote from Ferris Bueller of the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's not that I condone fascism, or any ism for that matter. Isms, in my opinion, are not good. A person should not believe in an ism. He should believe in himself. I quote John Lennon, "I don't believe in Beatles. I just believe in me." Good point there. After all, he was the walrus. I could be the walrus. I'd still have to bum rides off of people. This was a great comedy, and of course, this is just for laughs. Sometimes we need to loosen up, relax, and have fun. I hope we can all see why so many people develop this attitude. Like the 100th monkey theory, we may only need to unify our hearts and minds, and like so many beautiful cliche statements, it's easier said than done. Thus the need for the laws of empowerment.